Peter just comes skulking out of the warehouse like a villainous mastermind. After that, we split up and did something. Moma got behind the wheel of the vehicle, Oda took the van, and I got in my own car. Mizuki went with Oda, and Iris came with me. Moma drove home alone and was sad. We drove off as fast as we could in different directions. The rain poured down endlessly. Neon lights of the city blurred faintly through the fine drops of rain. Kume Shrine, Tuesday, 10:38 p.m.
Date, Moma and Mizuki contacted us. They're all safe.
Good.
I breathed a long sigh of relief. Are you okay about the winter, Iris? Did Peter say anything to listen to her story? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm a lot better actually. Sorry, by the way, for everything.
During our escape, Iris got motion sickness. I decided to pull over to Kume's shrine so she could rest.
Oh, and thank you. I never thanked you for saving me.
You should be thanking those three. Some bodyguard I am. I put you in danger.
That's not true. If it wasn't for you, I would have... Anyway, there's nothing else to say but thank you.
About the winter, Iris.
Looking at the iris again?
Oh, yeah. I can't see it well in the rain.
You must really like that flower.
Of course, we share the same name.
Iris, the rainbow goddess.
Yeah, that's what Uncle taught me.
The uncle again.
Perhaps it is not the flower itself that Iris likes.
Did Peter say anything?
Nothing in particular. I didn't talk to him at all in the car.
What about the group of gangsters?
They were all speaking different languages, so I didn't understand anything. Do you think the
He
fruit of
really was just like,
immortality
I'm sorry, I don't
exists?
speak Italian.
Legend about the shrine?
Yeah,
I told you yesterday, I don't believe in that stuff.
I see.
But you do believe in parallel worlds and secret societies.
He's a very selective man with the things he believes.
This could be a negative side effect of the sync. It is possible that you've been emotionally compromised by Iris's morbid inner consciousness.
Emotionally?
Well, there is no point in discussing this now.
Tell us about Uncle.
I used to love Uncle. Not like romantically. I
Like
was
an
12
uncle.
at the time, and Uncle was already in a relationship.
You mean with your mom?
Oh, you knew about that?
I've heard a lot. Like the Okonomiyaki incident?
Yeah, the picture I drew.
Right.
We were always like that. We always acted silly and played around and stuff. I remember that in 6th grade, Uncle and I used to play hand games.
Like what?
Like ratty cakes.
Hmm?
It's like patty cakes mixed with rock, paper, scissors. Ratty
Okay.
cake, ratty cake, baker's man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can. Pat it, poke it, fill it with fruit. Put it in the oven. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I win! I win! Yay!
Alright. What was Uncle's real name, though?
I don't know. I only called him Uncle. Mama called him Falco.
Falco?
Isn't it a funny name? Sort of weird for a Japanese man. Oh,
Not weird for a
maybe
bird.
he wasn't Japanese. I never found out where he was from.
Before he met me, he committed some terrible crime.
It appears that Hitomi and the assassin number 89 were dating.
Small
What?
world.
Now you have to take the penalty. Up, up, side to side, up, down, pinch.
And number 89 is with Renju now. What the hell is going on here?
I'd like to know the same thing, Date. Yes, keep listening to her story, though.
I didn't keep my promise.
Promise?
Did you forget? I told you that I would tell you who my late night visitor was if you went on a date with me.
Oh, right.
And we went on a date, so guess I'll tell you now. Sunday at 2 a.m., I was visited by...
Well, we're waiting.
Renju Okiura.
What?
Why would you not tell us this earlier? He's been on the run from the police. He helped a convict escape.
He seemed really sick, probably because of his injury. At the time, I had no idea what had happened to him. He was sweating buckets and he came up to me with this begging look in his eyes. He said, "Come with me." He seemed really desperate. I couldn't say no, so I got into his rental car. We went somewhere, I don't know where, some deserted building. Mr. Okiura got out of the car, then grabbed my hand. He tried to pull me inside. I got scared. I pulled my hand away and ran.
Look. Didn't you tell me this?
Mr. Okiura has done so much for me. He took care
He
of me
tried
as
to
a kid.
kidnap
He
you.
helped me at Lemniscate. I wanted to trust him. No matter what happens, I can't think of him as a bad person. I mean, he never did anything bad to me. He came to my house at 2 in the morning and tried to take me to an abandoned building, but you never know. Maybe he wanted to show me some flowers or something that he found.
I don't think
Or
that
it
was the
was
case, Iris.
A prank he was filming for the internet or something.
I also don't think that was the case,
That's what I
Iris.
thought at the time. That's what I kept telling myself.
Prank time, abandoned building prank,
After
gone
hearing everything
wrong.
you've told me, I can't see Mr. Okiura the same way. Maybe he's a part of Nice. Maybe he's trying to...
Okay, what'd you do after you ran?
Well, I didn't go home. I thought he might
Obviously.
come back. I just walked around and went into a bunch of stores. Restaurants, coffee shops, net cafes. I was afraid that he would try to call me, so I turned off my phone, too. And then, at night, around 7, I think, I turned on my phone and got a Nile message from Mizuki. I wanted to stay at your place. I met up with her and took her home. I thought having her around would comfort me. I don't know.
Where did he take you exactly?
Iris, I need you to tell me one thing. Where did Renju take you? Where did he take you exactly?
It's been closed for 8 years. The chemical plant in the Kawasaki district.
Interesting. What happened, Renju, before
I
we
don't
travel?
know. I haven't seen him or spoken to him since.
Well then, suppose we'll go pay Renju a visit at the abandoned factory. Abandoned factory, Tuesday, 11:27 p.m.
Is this the place?
Yes,
Where did Renju try to take you?
that door in the back.
Why do I feel like I'm being led into a trap? sync machine, and oddly, that room from Iris's Somnium in the other timeline.
This is...
A sync machine. Though it appears to be slightly different than the one in Abyss.
And this one's
Could
red.
this be the prototype Peter was talking about?
I guess kind of like an orangish
The
color.
Chiba Police Department was working on a prototype, but it was stolen 6 years ago.
But what is it doing here?
Excellent question.
Hey, Iris, are you okay?
No, she's fainted.
Iris, stay with me!
Date, Iris's vital signs are going critical.
What? Why?
Unknown. But I believe the issue is with her brain.
Her brain.
Part of her brain is experiencing massive failure. If this continues,
What do we do?
Let's get her to a hospital.
impossible. You do not have enough time. I estimate that Iris's brain can last only 10 to 15 more minutes before the damage is irreparable.
How do you know that?
I have scanned and analyzed her thoroughly. Her symptoms indicate that she will die within minutes.
I didn't know you had that capability.
Sync.
What?
What?
I'll use the sync machine here to go inside her brain.
That
Don't
will
say I
not
don't-
cure her condition.
I'm not trying to cure her. 2 days ago, I saw her dead body. After that, we went into Sosujima's brain.
Mm-hmm.
And in his Somnium, I saved Iris. And somehow, I saved Iris in the real world, too.
Maybe you were in a parallel world or something.
If I do the same thing again,
I gotta turn the auto off for a second. So, his logic is that by going into So's Somnium, he saved Iris. Because he wasn't able to get in contact with Iris after seeing her body in the cold storage. But we now know that the reason he couldn't get in contact with Iris during that time frame was because she was with Renju at this warehouse, was escaping from him, so she turned her phone off so Renju couldn't contact her again. Means he didn't save anybody. And I don't think it's probably a good idea to put your consciousness into the brain of somebody who's currently dying and is going to die in 10 to 15 minutes. Especially when that's something, or the reason they're dying is because of something to do with their brain. But hey, Date's the professional seeker here, so let's let him explain his reasonings.
You think you can save her?
yes. Isla, please, help me.
Is that an order?
Yes.
Then I suppose I have no choice.
I don't think this ends well for
My
you,
mission
Date,
is to
but
support you.
All right. We don't have a lot of time. Let's get moving.
Date, this device is a prototype. It is not identical to the one at Abyss.
You
right.
said that already. So what?
I do not know how to reset it. There must be a manual of some kind. We need to find that before we begin.
Alright. Looking for a manual. There's books over here. I've got none of them. Mannequins, lockers, a crane. No manual here. Mirror. Oh, mirror. Shelf A. Oh. Chemical bottles, that's not it.
Found
Manual.
it.
There we go.
I don't believe it.
What you doing here, Doctor? Care to share with the rest of the class?
Date, are you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Well, if he just did what I think he did, he just took her eye out.